Let me take you back to 1970, when a family vacation didn't start at the destination. It started the second your father turned the car key. And somehow, those simple road trips gave us more happiness than all the luxury vacations in the world today. All right, come closer now. Let Grandma tell you a story the way it ought to be told. Oh, my dear, there was a time, long before your glowing screens and quick flights, when a vacation didn't begin at the destination. It began the very moment your father turned the car key. Back then, flying was something only a few could afford. For most families, summer meant piling into a big old car, sometimes with squeaky seats and a stubborn engine, and heading out onto the open road. We didn't have much of a plan, just a map folded so many times it looked like a puzzle and a hopeful heart. Now you children today have your tablets and headphones, but we had something else. We had each other. The back seat was our kingdom. No seat belts half the time, just bouncing along as the road hummed beneath us. We played games, counting license plates, spotting letters on signs, making up silly songs, and oh, the arguments. "I'm not touching you. You are too." Your great-grandmother only had to turn her head once, and we'd go quiet as mice. There came a magical moment on every trip. The hometown radio station would start to fade, voices turn into whispers, music dissolving into static, and just like that you knew you were far from home. All you could pick up after that were strange stations, often country songs drifting through the air. It felt like the world was getting bigger with every mile. And it was. We didn't rush like folks do now. No, sir. We stopped for everything. A cup of coffee for your grandpa, a scenic overlook your grandma just couldn't resist, a roadside sign promising the world's largest something or other, and oh, those diners, warm, noisy, filled with the smell of fresh coffee and fried eggs. You'd sit there with a cold drink, tracing puzzles on a paper platter-mat while the grown-ups talked. Simple things, but they stayed with you. You wouldn't believe what counted as an attraction back then. Giant statues, fiberglass animals, mystery spots where gravity seemed to misbehave, little parks where you could feed deer right from your hand. We didn't need flashing lights or grand shows. All it took was curiosity and a sign that said "Next Exit." Now let me tell you, those places we stayed, they weren't fancy. Some nights it was a creaky cabin, some nights a roadside motel with a flickering sign, and sometimes a tent that leaked when it rained. But oh, how we laughed. There were swimming pools, card games, and evenings where the whole family sat together with nothing to do but talk and enjoy the quiet. We didn't know it then, but we were rich in the ways that mattered. You see, child, the world moved slower then. There weren't distractions pulling everyone apart. No phones, no endless noise, just the hum of tires on asphalt and the steady rhythm of time shared together. We fished, we swam, we played silly games, we noticed each other, and that's something people are starting to forget. After days of wandering through hills, across rivers, past towns we'd never see again, we always found our way home, sunburned, tired, maybe a little cranky, but carrying something precious, memories that settled deep in the heart and stayed there for a lifetime. Now, don't get me wrong, dear. Today's world is wonderful in its own way. You can fly across the country in hours, stay in beautiful places, see incredible things. But sometimes, in all that comfort and speed, we forget the magic of the journey. We forget how it felt when getting there was half the joy. So next time you travel, my sweet one, maybe roll down the window, turn off the screen, let the road stretch out before you, and listen closely. You might just hear a little piece of those old days calling you back. Oh, this is where the magic really happens, pulling your listeners into the story. Let Grandma gently lean in and ask them the kind of questions that make hearts remember. Tell me something, dear. Have you ever felt the world change the moment you left your hometown behind? Have you ever watched the radio signal fade into static and realize you were truly on an adventure? Do you remember sitting in the back seat with nothing but your thoughts and your siblings to bother? When was the last time you went somewhere without a screen and just talked to the people beside you? Did your family ever stop at those little roadside places, the ones that weren't fancy but somehow felt special? Do you remember a trip where the destination didn't matter because the journey itself was the best part? And tell me honestly, dear, do you think we've gained comfort today but lost a little bit of that magic? And then softly, what's one memory from your childhood travels that you'd give anything to relive just one more time? If you want, I can weave these questions directly into your story so it feels even more emotional and cinematic. Thank you, my dear, for being here and for subscribing. It truly means more than you know. If this story brought back even a single memory, a smile, a laugh, or maybe a tear, don't keep it to yourself. Go on now, tap that like button, share this with someone who rode in the back seat beside you, and make sure you're subscribed so we can keep these beautiful memories alive together. There's plenty more stories waiting for you, and I'd love for you to be part of them. Well, now, my dear, it's time for me to say goodbye for now. Thank you for sitting with me, for listening, and for sharing a little piece of your heart along the way. Until next time, take care of yourself, hold your loved ones close, and don't forget to make a few memories worth telling someday. Goodbye, and I'll be waiting right here when you come back.